Alright, well, we wait not to go. We'll go ahead and check box scores because we didn't really do a deep dive into them last time. Smith with 9. Great debut game from him so far. Was inconsistent in the past, but looks like his new home in Seattle, he's found his place. I mean, honestly, is now going to probably compete for a starting spot here with... You know, where's that? No, I must have passed Caleb already. Yeah, Mueller has 7 so far. I mean, Smith's beat him in every stat right now. So definitely interesting to see that. But I posted the league. I posted the link already. We only got one person on, so I'm just going to go ahead and start it. Mueller fades. Looks like, no, he was just pump faking. Outside to Jones in the corner. Jones up top to Mueller, then to Holder. To Moss in the corner. He's going to have to take the contested 3. Almost knocks it down, but no good. Stacy here. They're going to down screen for Herder, it looks like. He comes up wide open. Stacy couldn't find him, though. His head down dribbling. Herder has it. Over to Mayhew. And back to Greg Herder. Top, Peyton Plummer takes the contested 3. No good. Rebound by... Oh, and wow. Great effort there on the rebound by Devon Martin. Looked like Jones was going to have an easy board. He pokes it out, and when Jones goes to recover, just knocks it right out of bounds. Resets the shot clock to 14 as well, so big play. They find Mayhew wide open to stretch it to 4, but no good. Jones comes down with it up to Christian Holder. He's picked up by Stacy. Inside to Aiden James. He jab steps. Inside. Mueller. Pump fakes. Now to Garth Moss. Hand out to Aiden James. James up top. They spin it around a few more times. Holder. No, not Holder. Mueller. No good for 3. Peyton Plummer comes down with a board. They spin up to Herder. Herder. Pass to Peyton Plummer. Then to Mayhew. They find Herder on the inside. He goes up and over. Off the backboard. No good. And Euro step there by Mueller, blocked by Mayhew. They throw it up to Greg. Greg finds Peyton Plummer on the fadeaway there. He knocks it down, stretches the Neptunes lead up to 3 points here. And Jones snatches back inside to Mueller. Mueller pump fakes twice. Spins, lays it up, but no good. Rolls around the front of the rim like it wants to go in, but it does not. Stacy up top to Martin, then right back to Stacy. Martin, contested 3, no good. Crazy thing about this is Greg already has 22 points with dealing with Devon Martin's. Hold up. I didn't check this at halftime and I wanted to, so I'm going to check it real quick. Just want to see how many shots Devon Martin has taken. 1 of 8 so far. Well, I mean, not much. Plummer hasn't done much better, but at least Plummer hasn't been pulling random 3-pointers. So, I mean, the entire team, besides really Howard Black, is not doing much better. Really, Greg is doing it himself right now. Jones outside to Mueller. Moss outside, contested by Herder. Herder no good there. Stacy comes down with the ball. Up to Peyton Plummer. Plummer attacks, hop steps, pump fakes. Goes up. Looked like a walk, but they don't call it, but he misses the layup anyways. Moss comes down with the ball. Mueller, he's struggled tonight. 1 for 9 for Peyton Plummer. And they throw the lob up to Holder, just like I talk about. Holder is one of the few point guards that can get in there and jump with the big guys. Definitely, he's a fun one to watch. Just about every game, he delivers a slam, but it's so out of nowhere with him. You never know when you're going to get it. But surely, once a game, you can always expect to find him coming in, slamming it down. And there's a 3 from Devon Martin. 2 for 9 now, 6 points. Neptunes up by 4. Mueller has it. He's gonna look like he's gonna get a screen there on his right side, attack the rim. Slams it down as well. Seattle looking to build a little momentum here. 2 big slams in back-to-back plays is getting the crowd a little riled up now. Hopefully no. He stops, but goes up anyways. No good there. Rebound, Aiden James. And I just wish they would run some plays for Greg. I feel like he could be in the MVP race right now even. If they would just run some sets for him and get him the ball, I don't know what it's going to take. I mean, they change playbooks, they do their stuff. It just doesn't seem they found what they're looking for. Stacy for 3 now. No good. Rebound, Aiden James up to Horner. Horner outside to Mueller. Mueller then to Holder. Inside to Horner. Swings it back out to Holder. Again right in the corner to Horner again. No good. Rebound Matthew Plummer. Then up to Stacy. Greg. No, there's a defender there. I thought he was going to be open there. He was not. I wish they'd stop screening for their big man. They just can't get enough of him. Poked away. Mayhew. They find Herter again. Herter. Semi-contested, no good. Brayton Jones comes down with the ball. Jones stripped by Herter. Mayhew to Stacy. He fades away, no good. Nobody on the team can score right now. Haven't seen Greg score since that 3-pointer. I mean, the record-breaking chances really are running slim now. I mean, to break that record, he's got 22. He'd have to score 15 more. And, I mean, he's definitely capable of it for sure, but you got to kind of keep your scoring up all game if you're going to do that. But I think at this point, really needs to focus on just winning the game, because that's going to be a struggle the way that every other player on this team has been playing. Tip there. Mueller comes down with it. Fades. Blocked by Stacy. Mayhew comes down with the ball. Stacy. Contested shot from mid-range is no good. Brayton Jones comes down with the rebound. Greg with another steal there. It's like he hits to Mayhew in the corner. Mayhew open. No good on the shot there, and then foul on Matthew Plummer. I mean, nobody can make a shot. I've never seen anything like this, really. Missed shot after missed shot after missed shot. Sonic's going to take a timeout. Maybe the timeout will give the Neptunes what they need here to try and at least figure out where they can get Greg more involved like he was in that first half. Or at least just how to get anyone else on the team to get a shot to go on the rim. I mean, sure, we've seen a few made shots from everybody here and there, but if you throw up enough of them, eventually a few of them are going to go in. There has not been another consistent scorer on this team besides Greg Herter. I mean, Howard Black has like 4 points and 2 for 2, which is better than everybody else, but still I wouldn't call it a consistent score. Now Greg's out of the game. I don't know how they're going to manage to score. This is where the Sonics need to pound the ball to the inside to get efficient shots and try and go ahead by a big margin here in the fourth quarter. They're down screening to Black. Black is stopped. Corner there to Dubé. Dubé out to Wyatt. Wyatt into Howard Black. Handoff. Therese. Jab steps. Sends Black for 3 now. No good. Rebound by Ty Smith. Jones for 3. No good there. Black comes down with the board. Wyatt comes down with the ball. Love loses it on the dribble there. Throws it inside to Matthew Plummer. They swing the ball around really well there, but doesn't result in any sort of shot. Now they've got 10 seconds to make something happen. It looks like they're going to play the three-point game, but they knock it down that time. And the Neptunes regain the lead that they lost. Law sent back there by Howard Black. Supersonics get ball back, but great defensive play there from him. I mean, the Neptunes, really all they need to worry about is stopping them and trying to score the ball the best they can. Looks like the Sonics going to inbound there to Smith. Smith going to try and drive. Under Law bounce past the holder. Inside Brayton Jones, and he is fouled there by Tyler Wyatt. That's going to reset the shot clock to 14 seconds. Atop the holder. Jones, one dribble, contested, no good. Howard Black comes down with the ball. Therese grabs the rebound. Matthew Plummer open from mid-range, knocks it down. Maybe the Neptunes are going to build a lead here. I mean, they're playing against Jones, Holder, and Jones and Holder are the starting lineup there. Ty Smith been their second leading scorer. Dev, what? I mean, that was about as horrible as it gets. Why would he do that? Catches the ball with his momentum going one way. Could have just turned, dribbled once, and had an easy layup, but instead spins the opposite way of his momentum. And turns into a missed shot from an awkward release, and now the Neptunes have built a 5-point lead here from a time where the Sonics were supposed to be building a run here so they could go ahead and not have to worry about Greg Herter in the fourth quarter because they'd be down by a lot as it is. Holder fades away there, no good. Neptunes come down with the ball, a minute 50 on the clock. They're going to look to extend this lead to 7 points here. Wyatt. Contested mid-range jump shot, no good. Brayton Jones comes down with the rebound. He's exhausted. You have to think he's going to take a break here in the fourth quarter, which is not going to be good for them because, as you can see from the squad that's in here for the Neptunes, they're going to have their starters rested and ready to play with a 5-point lead at least. Unless, maybe not at least. I mean, you never know. The Sonics could knock that off in a minute. I mean, like it's nothing. Doesn't look like the Neptunes will score here. Never mind. 8-point lead for the Neptunes. Holder wide open for three. Just like that, it's cut back down to 5. Like I said, this game is, the lead is for sure not locked in, but it looks like the way things are going now, that the Neptunes will probably exit this quarter with the lead, and you're going to have to think that Jones and probably Holder as well, we're going to need a rest to start the quarter. So not a great place for the Sonics to be in. Matthew Plummer, contested three-pointer, no good. Ryan Law comes down with it. A score here for these Sonics will be huge for them. And that would be exactly what they needed, but it's no good. Now with, like, basically no shot clock. There's a shot clock up there, but about 0.6 seconds will be left on it if they were to just take the shot clock violation. No, it looks like, I mean, maybe even less than that. Black gets a very contested shot, and by the time that's the floor, end of the third quarter. 5-point lead for the Neptunes. Looks like Brayton Jones is probably going to see the bench here at some point in this fourth quarter. And the 3 points there in the third quarter from Greg Herter. Sat a lot of it, but just didn't score for a lot of the time he was in. Basically kind of knocks him out of the race to break the record tonight, but a 30-point game and a big win would be good for the franchise. And still, great defensive game from him as well. Would not count him out. I mean, a 30-point game here gives him a better chance to get player of the week than he had last week for sure. Snazzy Dev now bringing it down for a missed three from Stacy. Dev is fouled there by Peyton Plummer. I mean, he's struggled hard this week. Good game for him last week, but this week, I mean, you've seen nothing of value from him on the floor hardly at all. I wouldn't say nothing of value. He's played a solid game, probably rebounding-wise and defensively, but scoring the ball or anything in the offensive end at all has just been a struggle for him. And they downscreen from Mayhew. See, I'm not mad at a downscreen from Mayhew. He's an all-star caliber player. He deserves to have that screen set for him. Things look good there. Only thing I disagree with is when it's for Howard Black or Devon Martin shooting more threes like that. You know, I hate to see that. I'd rather just give the ball to Greg or down screen for Greg. Do something for Greg because he's leading your team. And he's the only reason this game is even close right now. Knocks to the floor there, but no call. Missed shot now. Mayhew going to bring it down. They spin it to the offside. Double screen for Mayhew. I don't really hate that at all. Like I said, I like Mayhew. I like Plummer getting sets. They're both all-star caliber players and have earned it. I want to see more of Greg. Plummer contested shot. No good. James comes down with another rebound. No telling how many boards he's had this game. He's been an animal on the offensive and defensive glass. Inside. Mueller going to knock it back down. Just a one-point game. And the crazy thing here is that when it looks like it's starter versus bench for both these teams, they both do a better job at cutting leads and building leads. I mean, not building leads, just cutting down a lead for the other team. From the other team, or building their own lead from the other team. And as soon as the starters come in, it looks like that just crumbles away. Mueller with it up top. He gives it to Snazzy Dev. He's going to pass fake it over to Garth Moss. Moss gives to Ryan Law. Inside, Aiden James, go by Peyton Plummer. Spin, great move here by Aiden James, and it regains the Sonics lead. This crowd is on their feet. They want this team to win. They're building a lot of momentum now. Step back from Mayhew, no good. And Peyton Plummer comes down with the board, but it's just stripped right away from Aiden James. Dev on the fast break, foul by Stacy. Looked like an and one, but no good. On the shot there. They're going to build the lead up to most likely 3 points here. And he does. 3-point lead now. Mayhew over to Devon Martin. Martin up top to Greg Herter. Herter. Great pass there. And Plummer pinned off the backboard, but somehow the ball goes in. They'll take any points they can get at this point in the game. So if they've got to get blocked by the opponent to get a ball to go through the hoop, then that's just what it's going to take for them. And they'll let it happen, I guess. It's funny to me. They have not made a shot at all here in the past, 4 minutes of this quarter and towards the end, before Greg and the starters out, they weren't scoring the ball too well there either. And the next shot they get to go in is a blocked shot. I think that's it sums up about how good this game has been for everybody on the Neptunes roster besides Greg. Dev drives on Stacy. Stacy looks to get a block but doesn't. He comes down with the board now. Throws it up to Plummer. Plummer who gives it to Mayhew. Maybe this time, nope, they're not going to do something for Greg. They're going to do something again for Mayhew. And Greg wide open on the corner, but they find Martin on the cut instead. Honestly, it feels like Greg has just been sitting in a corner for the majority of this half. Came out and hit the three, and looked like he had a very, very good chance to break the 2KSL record. Big three right there from Snazzy Dev. And just hasn't seen the ball even since. Just like they don't want to run anything for him. They're going to screen for Stacy on the baseline and Devon Martin to come out and shoot a stupid three. It's just, I don't know, understand what they're going to have. They change playbooks every week. They change schemes. They do all that they can, just wanting this man to get the ball. But when they throw them into a game, for some reason, Devon Martin gets every shot. Aiden James for three, no good there. Peyton Plummer comes down with the rebound and throws it up to Stacy. For the love of God, please. Please give it to Greg. Or Mayhew wide open. That works as well, and he knocks down the three to regain the lead. Screen on his right side now, Mayhew. Inside to Aiden James. James bodied there by Peyton Plummer. Herder comes down with another rebound, thrown up to Stacy. Stacy attacks the rim, gets fouled, and is going to stretch the lead to 3 points here. We're going to go ahead and assume that because, no, never mind. Not a lot, you don't see a lot of missed free throws in these games. Most of these players' free throw percentages are all in the 90s. But every now and again, you will see a miss, like we just saw there. Over to Garth Moss. They down screen for Kyle Braden Jones is back in the game. They've traded Kyle. I don't know why I said that. And Jones just can't get anything to go, but Aiden James does. And they're just bullied down there on the offensive glass. Plummer and I believe Devon Martin or Howard Black. Yeah, Devon Martin just couldn't seem to get a board to save their life. They'll play. 3 offensive rebounds in one play should not happen almost ever. Martin spins to Stacy outside to Greg Herder. They down screen for Stacy here at the end of the shot clock. Deep contested 3. Shot clock violation tied up at 66 to 66. 5 minutes and 50 seconds left. Mayhew over to Stacy. Stacy attacking the rim now. Gets inside, blows the layup. Aiden James can out the board. He's on fire now. Things just don't look good for the Neptunes. I don't even want to go look at the shooting percentages after this quarter. It's going to be ugly for just about everybody on the roster. Do something for Greg, please, dear God. They aren't. They're going to go screen for Stacy in the corner. And Martin's going to pop out and take a 3. No, he's not going to take a 3 this time. They find Greg at the high post. Greg. Oh, look what happened. Look what happened. Not saying this to prove a point. I just thought it was a cool picture. But, yeah, kind of proving a point. Look, first time he's touched the ball this quarter. On his head. I don't want the ball. I want Greg. Thank you. Now Dev gonna bring it down here. Timeout for the Sonics. And you just point proven last play. Get the ball into his hands. He will score it. He's gonna score a lot of the time. He does a really good job of getting open on those screens and knocking down shots or catching it in the high post and either putting the shot up or making a move. And Aiden James, great move. 12 points tonight for him. But they just don't look, they're going to send Martin out and he's going to pop out and take the 3 here. No, even though he doesn't take it, it's the same set as last time. See, if this was the result of the set a lot more often, then things would be a lot better for them. If they would pass the ball to Martin and down screen for Herder. But I've seen that just twice in this. Maybe they made a change in the timeout, and they've done it 2 plays in a row now. Maybe they're looking for Greg a lot more often now because it's resulted in 4 points in 2 plays. But I'm not optimistic based on what I've seen all game. Moss, pass fakes there, down screen. Inside Brayton Jones, guarded by Devon Martin. He just a horrible foul there. Why would you even do that? Comes down over him with both arms, just goes straight up. You forced him into a bad shot. But you're giving away 3 points now in a game that is going to be tied up with 4 minutes left on the clock. Just horrible defensive play there. Let's see. Looks like they'll probably down screen for No, yeah, maybe Mayhew this play they'll down screen for, or they might go hit Greg. You never know with these guys. Nope, they're going to send him out there, and they're going to down screen for Mayhew up the top instead of Greg. Because Greg has just done a horrible job playing up top there, scoring like every point they have. Mayhew contested 3, no good. Just doesn't make a lot of sense. New up top to Brayton Jones, Holder, screen there. Jones open for 3. Oh my God, Brayton Jones, no, 4 minutes left. Turns around. Looks like is he waving? Sorry, I just want to get the ball going through the hoop as this man is celebrating. That's crazy. Dude turns around as the shot leaves his hand. I think he did the Greg Herter, maybe mocking Greg there. Looked like he did the Greg Herter sweat at the grandma from the Barons game. One of Greg's signature celebrations. I don't know though. Martin, stupid 3. What do you know? The lost Splash Brother. And about 2 for 20 now. Jones up top. Mueller wide open for 3. No good though. I mean, that's a blessing from heaven. He's not going to miss a lot of those that are wide open. Herter up top, and they're going to screen for Peyton Plummer and Mayhew. Instead of just letting Greg work, but hey, it worked out that time. Knocks down the 3. Timeout for the Sonics. Tie ball game. 2.5 minutes left. There's 4 people in the stream. There's 4 people right now in a tie ball game with 2.5 minutes left here. This is a good game. You will miss out on this. We had the last 2 buzzer beaters we've had, we had like 10, 15 people on, so thank the Lord for that. But, I mean, this game, if there's a buzzer beater hit, it will not be the same. It looks like 2 people on now. Jesus. Well, hopefully you 2 people get a great game and everybody else misses out. And Plummer drives. Finally, I mean, just an easy play there. Where has this been all game? 2-point lead. Holder. Screen there. Floater off the front of the rim, but Mueller comes down with the rebound. Blocked by Peyton Plummer. This home crowd is booing. They down screen for Herter. Herter takes the 3. Knockdown. See, maybe I think it might just be a minute left in the 4th quarter when they're Alzheimer's. Maybe they just forget Greg is their best player until like 2 minutes left in the game, and then all of a sudden they give him the ball every single play. Or not, I mean, I'm not against it at all. I think Greg should. I think they would win more games if Greg were to take every shot than if Greg were to take no shots. I'll put it that way. Looks there. Look. Oh, I thought he was going to go for a down screen off Greg again, and that's a terrible shot. I don't know what that was, but the 3rd Splash Brother comes down with it and trains it. They call him the 3rd Splash Brother for a reason. The long-lost brother. And Moss wide open for 3. No good. James comes down with it. He pump fakes, fades away. No good again. Peyton Plummer comes down with the board. A minute left on the clock. And this game looking almost out of reach for the Sonics, I would say, but it wouldn't count them out just yet. 9 points is a big deficit, though. But it's definitely not impossible. 100% doable. Maybe. I don't know, though. I mean, Greg came back from a large deficit with late. You know, you just got to knock down your shots, and doesn't appear they plan on doing that anytime soon. Peyton Plummer all of a sudden remembered how to play basketball in the game. Like I said, this could be an amnesia thing. I mean, they might have literally forgotten how to play basketball, and then they remember it here and give the ball to Greg again. They're going to try and let a lot of this clock run down. Find Mayhew. No good there. No shot clock left. You would expect the Sonics to probably run this one out. Now Holder's going to take a deep 3. No good. Rebound Stacy. That looks like it's going to be your ball game. Neptunes looking to turn the season around. Looks like, I think they're... I'll double check this real quick while I'm here. And the clock runs out of this game. And yeah, big game for the Neptunes season. Neptunes are now 3-3. And that bumps them up to second place in their conference, just like that, from last second place. That conference, like I said before the game, so wide open, and we all knew that was coming. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything else. Aiden James, a lot of, these two, shout out to them. Big games from Brayton Jones and Aiden James. Double-double for both of them. 12 and 23 from Aiden James. It's just, a great game. You couldn't ask for more from a second captain. On the other side of things, Greg Herter, 29, 13, 5, 2, and 5. And I'm going to be honest, I don't want to say things too early. We've got 4 other games this week, but it looks like this week he's going to come earn that Player of the Week the right way. 29, 13, 5, 2, and 5. Hell of a stat line. He was the best player on the floor on both sides of the ball, and I say that confidently. He was the best defensive player in this game and the best offensive player of this game. That level of dominance you don't see a lot, especially coming out with a win with your team's shooting percentages looking like this. There was, one player that shot above 50%, Howard Black. One other player, and then Greg had 20 shots and was shooting over 50%. You don't see that. You don't see that. You don't see players coming down with wins like that and being as dominant as he was this game on numbers like that. Just great game from him. On the other side of the ball as well, Ty Smith, great. I don't know what I'd say that. I want to say rookie showcase, but he's not a rookie, just a debut showcase, maybe a better word for it. Knocking down 3 threes, 9 points for him. That's a great role-playing game, and honestly, if you're Caleb Mueller here, you got to watch out for your starting spot because you've definitely got some competition the way Ty Smith just came in this game and played. You on double the minutes. Just, I don't know if Brayton Jones or Aiden James is in here. Just might want to be something to look at here on double the minutes. He did not have much better of a game. He was better in every stat except for field goal percentage, but, on double the minutes, that's what you should expect. So, I don't know, maybe might look into a Ty Smith starting point guard spot for next game, but that's not my call. But thanks for everybody that stopped by. Much love to you all. Really appreciate you guys. We're going to end the stream tonight. I got practice early in the morning tomorrow, so I'm just going to end the stream now and probably head to bed. And then we'll probably knock out 2 or 3 tomorrow. We might knock out 4 tomorrow. It depends on how I feel. We might just go ahead and knock out 2 weeks in the next 3 days and then get on to the All-Star break this weekend because I know a lot of y'all would like that. But it just depends on what happens in my personal life, basketball stuff, what time I got to be getting up in the morning and stuff because I am down to stay up till like midnight one night getting the whole season done. Like tomorrow would be the day. Just getting a whole week done tomorrow. But all just depends on, like I said, what time I got to be up in the morning for basketball, personal stuff, end up doing anything with family. So we'll see how it goes. Definitely expect at least 2 games tomorrow night. I believe it's Kodiaks and Barons. I can't think of the other one off the top of my head. No, it's not Lowriders and Moose because that's the first game the next night. Force and Neptunes there. Love you too, Sam. So that'll be about it. We'll see you guys tomorrow night and hopefully knock out a few games. Peace out. Much love to you all. Thanks for everybody that stopped by.